good? What's good?
What's going on, everybody?
We getting set up for a party up in here. We the tailgate of Raiders YouTube. You know how we do.
Oh yeah, y'all ready for the party? Let's see who all in the comments, man.
Somebody say party.
Hey. Look at DJ Spicy over there. What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
Robert Pena in the building. AP, Raiders straight out of Compton.
Hey.
A crazy MF name AP. Let's go. I hear you, Robert. Bag Chaser, attire.com. What's up? What's going on? Kyle in the building. AP, let's go out and bag.
Get your cigars ready. We haven't even started the show.
Haven't even started. We already partying. Ghostmaster in the building. What's up, baby? Hey. Hey, I hope everybody got something to drink. What my boy AP say? We gonna smoke our shit. Yeah. Hey, we partying today, y'all.
You almost ready to get this show started?
Yeah. Ultimate Raider fan 32. What's going on, my guy? Ronald McClendon Jr. What's going on? Appreciate you coming through.
Chris, why don't you run that intro?
Let's get it. Y'all ready? Let's get it.
This is Phase Ed Music.
All right, I was just messaging you. That was what I was thinking, but okay.
That's one. Spicy Raider girl, what's up, man?
What's good? You know, we here. I guess it's a party. It's a celebration. But before we start, we got Mother Moon behind the scenes. What you got to say, Mother Moon?
Hey, everyone. So as you know, we do have a game. Once in a while, we play agree or disagree. So tonight, we're going to start it off. And please chime in. Do you agree that Antonio Pierce should be and is now our coach? What? We do agree.
Yeah. Shout out, man. Shout out. Man, I can't lie. I was a little scared for a second. Not too long, but you know, we definitely made the right choice, man. Definitely made the right choice. Let me finish talking to everybody in the chat, man. You know, we kind of deep in here. I appreciate everybody that came through. Fishing Game in the building. My boy Jay Jackson in the building said, "Go AP, Raider Nation for life." Navajo in the go. What's going on? Ana Diaz, thank you for coming through. Hello. Let's see. Ronald in the building. Got Raider Nation news today. Raiders. Anna says she needs a cigar. Yeah, you know we gotta have cigar when we talking about AP. You already know.
Before we get started, we got a drinking game. You know we do.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. What should it be?
It's called every time we say AP, you know what to do. And I got my celebratory bottle of champagne. Y'all, let's see if I can get this off here.
Pop it.
I'm trying. I thought maybe it was pre-popped for me, making me work too hard over here. Well, we're getting everything right on this show tonight. We got the right intro. We can't pop the bottle of champagne. I hope the Raiders season next year is a little smoother than this show.
It's all good because we already won the day. Well, we're
trying to have fun here.
Yeah, they probably laughing. It's all good though. Let's see. Ghostmaster. He said, "I can't drink, but I'll celebrate with y'all. Appreciate it." Bob 916. What up,
I got
y'all?
the bottle. I got no glass, so you know.
Hey, you know how to do it then. You from Oakland.
We're getting there.
Right. You don't need no glass. You from Oakland. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, if you're a Raiders fan and you've been in a bunker all day that doesn't have Wi-Fi and you haven't heard the news, of course, today we are toasting to our new head coach, officially named. The ink is dry. Antonio Pierce. Every time we say Antonio Pierce, you better drink
something,
coke, and twerk simultaneously because it's that kind of day.
It's that kind of day for sure.
And if you haven't already, light that torch, hit that like button. subscribe, become a member of our show. And you already said what's up to everybody. I missed it, but what's up, everybody?
What's up? Got Big Mike Raider in the building. That's my dog. King Savage in the building. Ghostmaster, he said, can I call you? I mean,
You can call us.
yeah, we always. So
Give us a minute. Give us a minute.
Yeah, give us a minute. Let's get started because we know how you guys are. You guys like to talk, man. But we love it though.
Can we just say before we get into it, let's go over what this signing actually means. What I think it actually means. What we think it actually means. First of all, we talked about the morale. We've talked about the vibe. We've talked about the culture. Okay. It's fun again to be a Raiders fan, in my opinion.
It is.
We love all of that, right?
Yep.
But that doesn't necessarily win games. It just makes it fun.
Yep, for sure.
But I want to say that I think hiring AP was a trickle-down effect. Because of that, I think now we keep Patrick Graham. I think we keep Rob Ryan. I think we keep Rob Leonard. These guys are going to want to stay now. This is the defensive coaching team, if you will, that have brought this team, this defense that has been just ripped apart over the past several years about how terrible they are. They turned them around to be a top 10 defense. Okay. So nobody wanted that to start over. Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It definitely needed to be a build on that, not a rebuild. And I think with Antonio Pierce being hired, those guys stay, the defense gets better, and then we can focus on other things. And then immediately, I think before the ink was even dry, or before at least the Raiders officially announced it on their website, of course, Pierce already making moves, firing the OC and Bo Hardegree.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, and we all knew that was going to happen. And honestly, I'm not even mad at Bo because at the end of the day, he did the best he could do in that situation. No one was prepared to become a quarterback coach and then all of a sudden be the offensive coordinator. Hopefully he can go somewhere, learn it, and, become a little bit better. But, I think AP understands, what he has, the opportunity he has. He's going to get the right people. I really, truly think he's going to get the right people. I think he has a great group of mentors, and Tom Coughlin and Herm Edwards and Marvin Lewis. So I'm excited. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm excited. I know everybody else is.
Yeah, and let's shout out. I want to shout out Ana Diaz. I thought you actually were a member already, but thank you for becoming a new member. We have a new member here in the chat. Thank you so much. Anyone, of course, can become a member. We appreciate you.
She might be a member on mine. Maybe she's a new member on mine. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's a member on mine. I don't know what's going on.
Shout out to you,
here,
Ana.
so, I can't see. Keep going with it.
It's all good.
Fire away. Thanks for supporting.
Yes, for sure. For sure. I appreciate it. But yeah, we got so much in the chat. Let us know how you guys feel. I mean, because at the end of the day, this is, a Raider Nation celebration. At the end of the day, man, this is something that, 98% of the fan base wanted. I know some people, wanted either Harbaugh or I know some people wanted, Mike Vrabel and stuff like that. But honestly, I would say 95% of the fan base wanted AP. So we're happy. We're excited. We're going to ride with them. Ride or die. We understand the pressure that this puts on them. All of us fans that are going so hardcore for him, we want him to win, so we're going to stand by that.
Can I just say, put this on the screen real quick. Speaking of the culture, I'm not even going to say anything in case anyone missed this one.
Corner office.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'm just saying, I don't know how the rest of y'all take that, but to me, that's a culture. That's a subliminal message. If you know what's up, you know what's up. Stand your ass up at the game and don't be telling me to sit down. That's how I took that. Permission to stand at games, Raider Nation. You got the memo.
Man, for sure. For sure. For me, real quick. I'm just going to have that video on my phone. And the next time I'm at a game and somebody tells me to sit down, I'm just going to go play. Our coach told you to stand up. I'm going to have it on lock.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put my airdrop on. I'm going to send it to everyone in my section. Everyone
Right.
in my section got their airdrop on. I'm doing my bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. Like, honestly, it's a little things, man, with the all black Air Force Ones, man. Like, if you know, man. Anyone that wears Air Force Ones, that means you with the smoke, man. You with the smoke. You're on demon time, and that's what we're about, man. This season's going to be about that.
I want to show a couple more things. You know, I know everyone's been on YouTube today talking about the coach and all that. You know, my channel in particular has always been about the vibe. It's been about the fans. It's been about the tailgate. It's been about the fan experience. So I want to highlight a little of that. I think the culture shift is back. Look what the Raiders put out today on Instagram not too long ago. The Raider way. First of all, just take a look at this. They're saying the Raider way. Okay. The culture shift is happening. Look at the font, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the font, the Raider way. Then they've got AP. I mean, this to me, they've got Raider, you know, in there.
Right.
I mean, look at the parent advisory.
Right. That's the first thing I saw.
Antonio Pierce Raider Nation.
That's the first thing I noticed.
This is putting people on alert to me. This is the culture. This does not anywhere say Viva Las Vegas.
No, it ain't.
There's no feathers or showgirls and Elvis sideburns in this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it takes us back, man. It just takes us back. Like I'm just, you know, I just love everything about the guy, man. I mean, because he just seems authentic. You know, he speaks his mind. He keeps it real, and the fact that the players love the dude. I mean, you know, I play ball up through college, so you know I understand what a coach is like, where that really can make you want to run through a wall. And just listening to that dude, man, he wants, you know, he wants everything. I mean, he's all about accountability for one. You know, Spicy, I know we talk all the time about since when have the damn Raiders been the least penalized team in the league?
Yeah,
never,
ever.
But it's not like, but we're still playing aggressive. So it's like we're being, strategic with, our aggression and all that stuff. So we're not just being wild and hitting people out of bounds. And if you do stupid stuff like that, he's putting you on the bench. And I love every bit of that.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit later about all the stuff that Antonio Pierce has done since he became when he became the interim head coach, I should say. And speaking of having the fans behind him, they took this little video, from the very last home game. Chris, if you want to throw that up. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. I mean, the entire stadium is chanting AP in support of him at the end of this game. I mean, I've been to a lot of games. I've never seen this type of support, really, for anybody.
That's crazy. And really, this video doesn't even do it justice, because I'm sure there was crazy.
No. It was so different.
Loud.
Like it's like you had to be there type of thing. Yeah, the video does not do it justice for sure.
Yeah, but you don't see stuff like that. I mean, these guys are, playing hard for him. I mean, I don't know. Let me go to a couple comments and see what are people saying. Let's see. So King Savage, he says our defense is going to be top 10 next season. I believe too.
Well, they already are.
So. Yeah, I mean, want to get better. I think, because honestly, the continuity is what helped. Having the same coach. That's why you get what you get from a Malcolm Kuntz. That's what you get from a Trayvon Moehrig. A Nate Hobbs. That's why you see, even Diablo. You see them slowly get better. Like, honestly, think about how Spillane's going to be next year. He's going to be a dog. He was a dog this year, but
already.
Stupid next year. Gonna be stupid, man. But yeah, shout out to you, King Savage. Let's see. War. He said, I think AP signing is partly to do with money side and the coaching, and the fact that AP has a locker room and large part of the fan base. Also, we bringing in Marvin Lewis and Tom Coughlin to help AP. I mean, I don't think it has nothing to do with money. I think it's all about
I don't either.
Just restoring what we've been missing for so long. Terrence Sledge, salute PTS and Spicy and Raider Nation chat. Appreciate you coming through, man. My boy Randy in the building. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, I don't know, Spicy. I just can't get over just how happy I am because honestly, when you think about Mark Davis, you know, he's a billionaire. You know, he doesn't want to be told what to do. But when you get you know, Charles Woodson saying what he's saying, Mad Max, how do you feel about that? About how, you know, a lot of the Raider fans, I feel like they kind of and it kind of pissed me off. Like they almost like turned their back on Max because he said that. That really kind of pissed me off how they just turned their back. Like, oh, well, no one's bigger than the Shield. Max wasn't being bigger than the Shield. Max can say whatever he wants because he works harder than everyone who wears that shield. Max is in those facilities working out longer and harder than anyone. He's out there working. He puts in more hours in the coaches, puts in more hours in the training staff, more hours in the front office. If Max wants to say something and speak his mind, do it. Do it. Honestly, and that's what Al Davis would have wanted. Al didn't, you know, he loved his players. Honestly, he loved his players more than coaches. So Al would have loved if Max, you know, spoke his mind like that. So it just kills me, some of these fans, man. It's just, I mean, today's a good day, so I'm not going to let them get on my nerves, but whatever.
I was going to say, can I just like plead the fifth on this one? Don't get me started unless you got that rant button, because that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I'll just leave it at that. I didn't even hear that, honestly. I didn't even see it. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. I don't care to see it. It sounds idiotic. And what's the next topic? Right,
for sure. But let's go ahead and put the number on.
I don't think this is negative. If the leader of your team, the best player on your team, one of the best players in all of the NFL, feels some sort of way about how his team has performed and how his defense has performed to improve, and he wants to speak on having basically someone's back to keep that momentum going. I mean, I don't even understand how anyone would have an issue with that, because some bullshit like Raiders, don't get me started. It's just like, you know, people spew out bigger than the Shield, fake fan, and all this stuff constantly. It's just like sickening already. Max should be able to say whatever he wants, but now he's being attacked by Raiders fans because he wants.
Right.
That's ridiculous. I didn't hear it. Yeah. I'm gonna unhear it. What's that? What else?
Unheard it. I heard it. So I don't care. I'll call people out, but not today. Not today. Today's a day. But let's see. Let's see. My boy Randy says, when is a presser going to happen? I'm not sure. I'm excited to see that presser, man. I'm excited to see what he has to say, because I know he's just going to keep it real. Definitely going to keep it real. He said, and he's rolling in the 6-4 for sure. For sure. We love that. We love that. But I'm going to go ahead and put the call-in line up for anyone that wants to.
So let's get, I mean, why can we do that? Because it might take time for people to call. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about before we even get to that. Yeah. Let's look into some of the note, like Antonio Pierce said, his resume is on the field, but let's go into some of like the notable, I will say, changes that I think were positive that he made. I mean, here's a great list right here. Cut Marcus Peters for zero effort. Bench Jacorian Bennett. Started Malcolm Kuntz. Move Tyree to the inside. Bench Jimmy Garofalo. Started Aiden O'Connell, moved Patrick Graham to the booth, moved Bo Hardegree to the booth, brought back the Raider way, and then we can go into the numbers, of course. You know, signed Jack Johnson, and we already talked about the morale and everything, but the Arrowhead win, the 63-point franchise record. I mean, that alone is a great resume, in my opinion. And this is 9 games. This is 5 wins, 4 losses right here.
9 games with a rookie quarterback, with a rookie play caller. I mean, and he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, I kind of get tired of this whole narrative. Oh, he doesn't have a resume, or I mean, sometimes you got to look past that. Yeah, you got to look past that, man. It's like you got to be forward thinking. Sometimes you got to be able to just identify talent. And shout out to Mark for doing so.
There it is. And speaking of, you know, the quarterback situation is still an issue. I don't think AOC is the answer. Controversial a little bit though, maybe. If his first move as head coach is to make AOC, you know, the starting quarterback, what do you think about that? And I'm going to bring up some talking points before you start calling in. That's one thing. Yeah. Also, The LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels was at the last game, in the last Raiders home game, I should say.
Yep.
Does that speak to anything? We know that he has a history with AP. I mean, are these subtle signs of who AP wants as the next quarterback? Are we looking? I mean, does that maybe put the Caleb and other quarterback kind of rumors to rest? Is this telling? As we can see with like Jack, he likes to work with players that he's familiar with, and it's done well for him. So when you call in, let's discuss some of these things. And I mean, if you think that this is a bad decision, I suppose you can tell us about that too, because I know there was that few percent, if you will, that wanted Harbaugh or maybe somebody else. I heard a couple other names being thrown in the mix that didn't really make sense to me, but I guess talking points.
Right. Yeah, me personally, Jaden Daniels, very talented. I would not mind having him as our quarterback. I think that, I just think they just have a natural connection, and the fact that Jaden called him out, and shouted AP out when he got his daggone Heisman Trophy. I mean, that's probably his biggest moment in his life, and he, shouted out Antonio Pierce. So that just shows what kind of effect he has on him. But, I'm not going to look into it too much and say, that's going to for sure be our quarterback, because he's not going to be there if we stay at 13. So if we go get him, it's going to be expensive. I mean, at the end of the day. But if we do go get him, I have all confidence that AP is going to get the most out of him.
And I will say this too. I think if anyone who's played sports, or I say you haven't played a sport, everyone's probably had a job, a career. If you're playing for a coach that you respect and that you enjoy playing for, or you work for a boss that you respect and you enjoy working for, you're going to perform better.
Absolutely.
And that's what he brings out of these guys. I mean, they were miserable under some of these other coaches.
Absolutely.
And it showed on the field. I think they were happy playing for AP, and it showed.
Yeah. No, that's 1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, you get guys that enjoy coming to work. I mean, even something as little as, seeing the guys in the locker room, playing cornhole or basketball or whatever, just laughing and being loose, little stuff like that. They don't feel like they have to walk on eggshells. And the thing is, from the outside looking in, you're like, oh, well, what are they doing? Why are they, smoking cigars and laughing and all this? But at the end of the day, it's not like AP don't hold people accountable, because we've seen it.
Right.
We've seen them snatch people off, whether you're the NFL leader of interceptions or whatever. If you're not going to give maximum effort, we'll get rid of you. We'll put in a journeyman, or we'll put in somebody that, a 5'2" cornerback or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. We want that dog mentality.
And this is what I think. They were smoking. Yeah, there was a losing season. But they weren't smoking cigars because of that. I think they were smoking it because not only camaraderie, but really they took a really shitty situation or season and actually made it into a good one. I mean, the way they closed out the season, again, with the winning record under AP, that's something to celebrate. They're celebrating progress. They're celebrating something to build upon. And I think that's why a lot of the players were so about keeping this guy. They like what they have going and they want to keep it going. I mean, I don't know if anyone saw the post Josh Jacobs put up earlier, but it was pretty funny.
What'd he put?
I'm just gonna try to find it real quick. If you want to read some of the comments.
Yeah. There's some comments in here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Yes, and Max. Shout out to Paula. Said Max has my respect. Absolutely.
Mine too.
Let's see. Paula,
I saw your comment also. She said it was nice to see a majority of Raiders fans in that video that we showed. I agree. There were a lot of Raiders fans in that video, which is refreshing. Right.
So this guy said Al Davis would have said, "Where to, Max? LOL. Marcus bounced and Villapiano was traded, etc." I disagree. For someone like Max to play as hard as he is, he wouldn't mind that. Al does not mind having people that will go against the grain. I mean, that's just who he is. If you guys remember, Javon Walker was on our team and wanted to quit and everything. I mean, Al literally, begged him to stay. Like, Al loves his players, so you guys can say whatever you want. Al loves his players, especially dudes that represent the Raiders the way they do. So cut that out. Let's see what you got, Sice. Let's see what you got.
So Josh Jacobs post this was the post in the story that immediately followed. He put up that it said AP hired. It was a picture of AP hired followed by this.
Jacobs is wild.
That's funny to me.
Yeah, Jacobs is wild.
I feel like he always has these subtle little posts. But I think this is, I mean, we're talking about Josh Jacobs a lot, and does he belong on the team 100%? Does he want to play for Antonio Pierce? It seems like. Will staying with the Raiders and playing for AP hopefully eliminate, the kind of the nonsense that he was in last year that really wasn't his fault, in my opinion, was the McDaniels thing. So to me, this, I don't know. I read into this because that's what it's there for, right?
Yeah. No, that's fire. I mean, one thing about Josh, he knows that he could post stuff and get the attention of our fans, especially the ones that are that got thin skin, man. So, shout out to him. Let's see. John Rader said,
the beauty of it all, he could just be like, it means nothing at all, so don't come at me,
I know. I love it. Josh said, Jim Harbaugh fans hiding now. Jim Harbaugh never wanted to be here. He never had a vision on the Raiders. I warned people Harbaugh isn't interested in us days ago. I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe he always wanted to stay in Michigan. He was just using this as a negotiation tactic. Who knows? I mean, Michigan dropped the bag on him, so he's getting paid, and he's trying to also negotiate terms in his contract to get immunity if stuff comes out of that sign stealing stuff. So, who knows? Let's see. Let's go one more. Say Champ will be tested in the draft. It's not rocket science. Bring back Chase Garbers. AP brings that fearsome defense and pride. Here we go. I don't know about the Chase Garbers. I mean, that's kind of random, but I feel you. But no, Champ definitely will be tested. I mean, honestly, none of this is going to be easy. And the thing is, as a fan base, and I want everyone to know that even the ones that are the Harbaugh fans that aren't happy right now, I mean, we're not taking this just as a victory. I mean, we're still going to hold him accountable just like we hold any other coach accountable. We're not the honeymoon phase is over. In fact, this is the honeymoon phase right now. We're smoking our cigars, drinking our drink, but we have expectations for AP. We expect him to come out, have a good offseason, and we expect him to get this team ready to play so we can, be a contender again. But, at no point is this the celebration over. The honeymoon phase is over after today. Trust me.
Well, and can I say this too? Because I mean, listen, I know we're all, as Raiders fans, we are tired of waiting, but we have to, let's manage expectations a little bit here, right? Okay, this is not the key. This is not the golden ticket to the Super Bowl. This is not the golden ticket to the playoffs. We have to be realistic. Can the Raiders have a winning season? Absolutely. But at the same time, I don't want to see a freaking sign in the middle of the season if they're 5-5 with fire this guy. Let's give him time. Let's see his vision out. Let's give him 2-3 years to build upon this team that he is going to build and bring in his own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're always too quick to be like, oh, who's the next best thing? Who's the next best thing? Let's leave this guy. This is going to take time. This is not like some sort of immediate cure.
Right. And I saw something the other day. I think since year 2000, since Belichick has been in the league or whatever, or been with the Patriots, I think the Raiders have had the most head coaches during that time frame. I think we had 13 or something. Yeah, well, I think 13 with
12. Was it 13? Yeah. I thought okay.
Well, yeah, I think it's 13 with knowing that we were going to get somebody.
How about too damn many?
Too damn many. Knowing that, Steelers damn near had 3 coaches their whole existence. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Right.
Like, we got to get it together, man. But, my thing, and you had a great point, Spice, is like, we got to have that same energy that the fans wanted to give Gruden. We were willing to give Gruden all the time in the world to build what he was building,
Right.
So, my thing is let AP. And
I was never on that
thing
train,
is,
for the record.
you weren't. You definitely weren't. But the thing is, like, he got half of it figured out already. And to me, I think that's the harder half of getting that defense together. And they're cheap, and they're only going to get better, and they're young.
Actually, I just thought of this. This could help in the recruiting phase too. I mean, they could be, other free agents could be talking to somebody like Max, somebody like Tay, somebody like these leaders of this team that are going to say, man, yeah, come, you want to play for this guy. That's a good selling point also.
Exactly. That further that's why it pisses me off when people get on this whole Max thing. I'm like, Max is the type of guy that guys in the NFL, someone like a like a Khalil Mack. That's not a good example because he was already here, but like another like dominant edge rusher would be like, you know what, I'll take a little. I mean, honestly, that's kind of what Chandler Jones did. It's like he was like, I want to play with Max. Guys, yeah. Max is one of them people that they want. Other stars are going to play with him. Pause. But and then same with like Devontae, like other good veteran receivers are gonna be like, I wouldn't mind being on the other side of Tay. So it's like people don't realize that stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, it's a celebration.
No, it's AP, but yeah, we go with that.
For sure. So
yeah, I think somebody had called in. If you want to call back, give us a call back. You want to throw the number back there on the screen. We just kind of wanted to get out all the talking points so that when you call in, you can discuss them with us. Yeah, he just said that. Yes, you can call in.
Let's see. So what else we got in here?
Yeah, there's a lot of great comments. Go ahead and I'm trying to. They're coming in fast. So.
Oh yeah, they are. So this guy, actually, let's see what Randy he says. You think Champ is going to be president of football operations and Dobbs get GM? It's possible. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people really thinks Dobbs is a shoe-in, but I'm really big on Champ. I'm okay with letting Champ do what he got to do. All right, who's our caller?
All right, we got Ghostmaster on the phone. Caller, what's good? Talk to me.
I don't know.
What up, bro?
This feels like the Super Bowl. This feels like close to a Super Bowl winning. Like, AP is everything that Max is like, but and a head coach. Like, he's just so authentic. He's real. He's a Raider. That's the best part about it. We don't get like this head coach from like, say, the Lions who bring this sort of Lions thing, or like the Patriots thing. We get a head coach that knows what he's doing and is a Raider. That's, man, ever since I got the news on my phone, on my bus, I was ecstatic. I was like, it's like winning a Super Bowl in a kind of a way. It's just, it feels so great. Like, it really does.
No, I agree.
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't know. I'd say I don't know if I can compare it to winning a Super Bowl, but not that I would know.
Soon, Spicy, soon. But Ghost, I got a question for you. So were you at any point worried, after hearing some of the reports from the quote unquote insiders about other people? Were you worried? Because I have to admit, there was a time that I was a little worried that we may screw it up.
Can I be honest here?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I was a little nervous because not Mike Belko, but this dude on this one show with this one dude who is a sort of a reporter that has inside shoot that hates the Raiders. He's just a dick.
Okay, don't listen to him.
Find another resource, man.
And he says that Mike Rabel could go to the Raiders. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, I mean, that was I didn't really. I took when I heard all that, I just kind of took it with a grain of salt. That didn't seem like it had any real legs to stand on.
I mean, I could see it happening if Mark was like at the last minute, you know what? I don't want to get hired here. I want to go interview Mike Vrabel and hire him. But like, the one thing I'm proud of Mark is just it's not just about this hiring, guys. Like, think about it, big picture. Any owner in the NFL could have said, you know what? No, I'm going to keep Josh McDaniels and let the fans continue to feel terrible. He made a change. He knew in his heart that it was the wrong decision, and he made a change. Then he decided to listen to his players. Not many owners do that. They don't care. They'll do what they want. Like, we should be really grateful for this because, like, let's just be honest here. Most owners want to do that. Like,
well, I think he did. I don't know. I think Mark Davis did do what he wanted, though, and he did do what's best for his team. I don't think Mark Davis is making decisions on how to, quote unquote, make the fan base happy. I don't think that's his.
No. I'm saying, like, he did what he had to do, but it was the right decision. But he also listened to his players. Is what I'm saying.
Right. I agree with that.
Like, any owner would have just like done what they want, like Robert Kraft. Like, he could have like said, you know what, before like saying hi to Bill Belichick, like saying like if they wanted somebody back then that for a head coach or something. I was around back then, but I'm just like saying this for example. Like, most owners want to care. Like, they're billionaires. They'll do whatever they want. They got money for days. They can basically retire themselves.
Right.
But they are humans, though. Like Mark Davis does care.
He does care. I mean, and it's a known fact that he values, especially his alumni. You know, so he values the Charles Woodsons of the world and the Howie Longs and you know, Richard Seymour's and all that. Like, he really kind of takes that, you know, once a Raider, always a Raider, you know, thing, you know, to the heart. Yeah. You know, so I think that, you know, to Spicy's point, like, yeah, he does, you know, ultimately know it's his decision, but I really think he really takes those inputs seriously. And I think even the first time around when he first became the owner, once Al died in 2011, you know, I think he had a group of people around him. I know John Madden and some other advisors around him. You know, he really leaned on them quite a bit, you know, so I think, you know, as he gets more experience, I know he's, you know, we're talking about what 13 years later. You know, I think he has more of an idea of what he wants to do, but I think he's always going to kind of keep his thumb on the pulse of, you know, what other people, you know, want, you know, especially people that he trusts, you know. And, you know, one thing that I was kind of worried about is I kept hearing the Tom Brady talk. And, you know, again, I respect Tom Brady for what he did on the field, but
bum out of our organization. He's a bum.
I mean, you know, but
he does nothing for the Raiders. He's done literally nothing.
No, but I know. But at the end of the day, we got to still, you know, Brady is who he is. He's the GOAT, you know, and I agree. He's not a Raider per se. He didn't play for us, but at the end of the day, you know, Mark respects him. But what I didn't want to happen, I didn't want to hear about Tom Brady being all in his ear, you know, because almost what the media was trying to make it sound like was Mark Davis was like a puppet, a Tom Brady puppet, and I had no interest in that.
Yeah, we don't even know if that's true.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The thing is I'm not gonna lie. I thought about that same, and I had that same mentality a couple months ago before he fired Josh McDaniels, because I thought, you know, Mark is letting this on, and I'm thinking to myself, what if Tom Brady's letting him is basically his puppet, as Mark Davis' puppet now, and he's like keeping Mark from firing him. I'm like, that mentality that lost as soon as Mark Davis made that change for me. But this is a good day for the Raiders as a fan base and for the organization.
Yep.
It's, I mean, equity and inclusion. Like, we're the first organization to have the first Hispanic head coach, the first black coach, the first basically everything, the first female CEO. Like, and we just added another thing to that, to our legacy. And I think Mark is trying to continue his father's legacy in a certain way with this hire.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, thank you for calling. We appreciate your call.
Thank you, man.
All right, have a good night.
Appreciate you. Take care. So I know one thing that I kind of want to discuss, and I kind of
Tell
wanted to hear what you thought.
Mhm.
So you did put the post up from Josh Jacobs. So what do you think this means for his future?
I think I already said. I think it means he wants to stay. He's happy about the hire, and I think they're going to get down to it, and there's not going to be any ridiculousness that went on like last season.
You think he'll take a hometown discount? I think he will, honestly.
I think he will, because he probably has to take it anyway. I mean, honestly, I think it all came down to last season. You come out like with these astronomical numbers and one of the best, if the not the best running back in the league, and then you have a coach that's saying we don't want to give you a fifth-year option. To me, that just it was more like disrespect than probably the money. And I think the way that AP is going to handle things and his players and things of that nature, he's not going to sugarcoat things. He's not going to BS people. He's going to say, "Hey, man, this is it. This is how we doing it," and players are going to be cool with it.
Yeah. No, I
he's not going to try to shortchange people, but he's not going to like play any games.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I like about him. From at least everything I hear, he'll tell you, he'll keep it real with you, whether it's what you want to hear or not want to hear. And I think that's key. Because being in the business world, like anyone that that's my boss or whatever, like I want real feedback, because that's the only way I can get better. Like if you have no intentions of promoting me or whatever, let me know so I can make my decision, or I can.
But I think that's how it will be.
Yeah, I can develop myself or whatever. I think he's that type of guy. So, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, make no mistake, Josh Jacobs is a special player. Yeah, his numbers weren't the same on the field as they were last year. He had some injuries. The the playbook, the changes didn't really work well for him. The play calling was terrible. When it came to him, and I know Zamir White stepped up and did a great job, but having both of them is an asset to this team. To me, I don't understand the narrative, this either or type of thing.
Yeah, like I say, we're gonna keep it positive today, but you let some of the fans
negative. I'm just saying. I think they're both.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm just saying what I was getting ready to say. It's like you let the fans tell it. Josh is, I think he's 25 or something, and he's washed up and all that. It happens. It definitely happens. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacobs comes out and has another career type of year next year, honestly.
I agree. Listen, what the Raiders, what the players are doing is contagious. And we saw it especially in that Chargers game. Everybody wanted a piece of that. Everybody wanted to score. Everyone wanted to make that defensive stop. And these players, I think, are going to play like that next year. Everyone's going to want a piece of that. It's contagious. Right. They were having fun. They were scoring. They were picking. Right. They were like, all the things were happening. The guys that don't even play, like you look at Jimmy G was like the happiest guy on the team.
Best teammate ever, man. The best teammate ever.
It's contagious.
Honestly, it is. It really is. And even talking about Jimmy G, and again, I know I need to research it some more, and I think I've asked a few times, but if we cut Jimmy, it's like if there is no cap, relief for cutting him, I say keep the guy, because he's been a good teammate. Keep the guy, man. Now if we can cut him, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if we can cut him and get some money back or whatever, then sure. But I have zero problems with having Jimmy in that quarterback room. Zero problems, man. Again, especially if cutting him is not going to give us no kind of cap relief. So, and I know so many people just hate Jimmy, but honestly, we've seen other quarterbacks get benched and take the ball and go home. We've seen it. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Let's see. My boy Leo said, smoke our shit, talk our shit. Yes, that's spoken beautifully like our boy AP. Smoke our shit, talk our shit, man. For sure.
Is anyone in here? I'm curious. Is anybody that's watching right now dissatisfied with the hiring of AP today? And if you are, like,
guy.
what is your reasoning? I'm just curious. Good conversation.
No, this guy is super
He is?
Omnicron. Yeah. We'll
We'll see if it works out. 5-4 is not a whole season. Well, right. He didn't get a chance for a whole season. So we'll see. OC needed, of course. Q-back definitely needed. Yep. Continue to build on defense. Okay, well, I don't. Maybe you know his other comments, but that doesn't seem.
Well, no, I
too
just put him.
anti.
No, he's.
Oh, I got you.
No, the thing is, and again, I don't mind people being objective because we should always look at everything objectively.
Yeah,
but
totally.
yeah, like we're not crowning AP as the next guy to take it to the Super Bowl. But the thing is, we're saying that as a Raider fan, we feel like we are back as far as like. As far as like the feel of being a Raider fan, like
I would say it's fun again. It was fun again.
That's what I'm saying. It's fun again, and it feels like we got the right guy. I mean, honestly, even if you think about it, like for most of us is like around our age, like when we think of like a Raider coach that kind of had that Raider image, it was Chucky. At the end of the day, and whether you loved him or hate him, he was the closest thing to it. But to me, Chucky always came across as like it was forced. It was just like a character, But I feel like AP is who he is. Like what you see AP in the locker room, that's how he is at home. That's how he is with his family. That's how he is in the, in the weight room, in the film study room. I mean, I just feel like that's who he is at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why he's respected. I mean, people can see right through bullshit.
Exactly.
Players can see right through bullshit, and they're in these rooms with these guys day after day. So
right.
They see the authenticity.
For sure.
But listen. I what's good, Chucky's Thugs? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Again, we still have to figure this out. We tend to, as a fan base, get really excited before every season with every new. We were super excited. Oh, Devontae's coming. That's it. Oh, Gruden's coming back. Like that's it. Every time there's something happens, we think after that winning season followed by a losing season back in 2016. Oh, we thought we were going to the Super Bowl. Oh, we would if it wasn't for the broken thingy, we would have went to this. So it's like I think like I say, I think this is in the right direction, but give it time. This is going to take time.
Absolutely. And Randy, I agree with what Randy said right here. He said Al would have loved Max. He represents everything Al wanted from his players, and that's what I want everyone to understand. Like, yeah, Al was all about making sure that everyone knew he was in charge, but Al wanted someone that bled silver and black. He wanted someone that didn't think they were bigger than the Shield, which Max definitely doesn't. Al would have loved Max. Honestly, I mean, I
heard Max's comments on several different interviews on his podcast. I think he was on with anyway, he was on with a couple people. Nothing to me from what he said made me think, oh, he thinks he's bigger than the Shield.
No,
or he thinks that he has. He's being honest. We want honesty. We want transparency. All he said was, "Hey, I want to play for this guy."
Yeah, he said, "I want to play for this guy," and he said, if they don't pick him, then that just lets me know that we're not seeing eye to eye, and I'm going to exercise all options.
Yeah, right.
And I don't blame him.
Okay,
I don't blame him. But the thing is, we don't have to worry about it because we got our guy, so that's what it is. That's what it is.
There's a lot of comments in here. You want to pull some of these up here?
Yeah, let me get some more. Let's see. Anna, she said Coach will do what's best for the team. Absolutely. See, Leo, sadly, seen lots of that. Jay, yeah, get what you're saying. Let's see. He said the fact is they wanted to take the momentum of the season and continue it rather than adjust to a fifth coach in 4 years. Gruden, Bisaccia, McDaniels, Pierce, Harbaugh. I mean, of course. Why would they want to go to a fifth coach in 4 years? Why? We got something to build on, man.
And you use the word momentum that right there. Like, why wouldn't you want to use the momentum?
That's what a good organization would do. They would go off, especially because for years everyone was so upset about the defense. Everyone said, "Oh, as soon as we get a defense, we'll be good. That's all we need is a defense." We finally get a defense, and people want to break this thing up. So I don't know. Let me chill out. Let's see. The team.
It's a good day.
I know it is a good day. It's a good day. In fact, play some of that music in the background, man.
I was
this
just
is a
gonna
party,
say
man.
we need a little vibe change here. We need a little vibe change. This is a celebratory day because we going in the. You know what I'll celebrate more than anything? If you don't like the decision, I'm celebrating that the fact that the players are happy, because if the players are happy, they're gonna play well. Well, that's what I'm celebrating, and I'm also celebrating that he's giving us permission to stand.
Let's see. Super enough. Just go with the flow. What are you trying to prove? I feel you. Nubian Queen Raider, what's happening? So you're sounding like you're against this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's against what?
I don't know. He's probably talking to someone else in the chats.
I don't know what that means. Tell me.
No, I mean, no, they're going. Our chat is popping right now. Our chat's lit, so I think a lot of them are debating.
You talk.
Yeah,
keep it going.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just chilling. Yeah,
get it.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. Well, let's see.
Hey, Richard. Hi.
I love all the love in the chat, y'all. So,
see, Alfredo said right there, Legion gonna be wild. Make it fun.
Oh yeah, we're Alfredo. Where you at? So many comments. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I'm ready. I mean, because just think about it, man. Like the people that maybe didn't go to the optional workouts, they didn't go because maybe they didn't like McDaniels. Because if you remember when they did that players survey last year, a lot of them definitely had a lot of bad things to say about the coaching staff. But I think this year we're going to have 100% participation in all the off-season programs. Everyone's going to come in super in shape. Everybody's probably going to spend time together outside of the facility. Like it's going to be more of a family, man.
Put it this way, I feel like they have something to prove. Not only do they something to prove on the field, but nobody wants to go say, Matt, well, let's put Mad Max because he's been very vocal. So we'll use him. I'm going to use him as an example.
Oh, he has a lot of pressure on him.
Right. Mad Max at the end of the season doesn't want Antonio Pierce to fail for more than one reason. Obviously, he wants to win, but he doesn't want to be looked upon the guy who's backing the guy who can't produce wins.
Exactly. Like these dudes.
So they all got something to prove. Everyone who's spoken out about for wanting AP on that team,
every last
has
one of
something
them
to prove on the field and for themselves to say, I back this guy, I believe in this guy. I'm going to run through a wall for this guy, and we're going to produce wins. Right. And that's their number one goal. And you think that's like easily said. Oh yeah, number one goal is winning. That's easily said, but their mindset, I think, is going to be different. Their number one goal is going to be winning for those reasons. Nobody on that locker room at the end of the team wants the question of, you supported him. If he fails, the question is going to be, he failed. Now, how do you feel? Nobody wants that.
For sure. And our fan base is big on that anyway, because just like the whole thing when Carr left. Now, the fans that were like, hey, we're going to support Jimmy, those Carr fans were like, they couldn't wait till Jimmy messed up. So they can be like, oh, this is what you wanted. This is what you want. And honestly, I think a lot of these Harbaugh fans are going to be the same way. These guys that are, saying, I mean, they're going to be the same way. Oh, well, see, you're the coach that's driving the 6'4" and from Compton, he's not everything you thought he would be. Like, I could see it. I can already hear them saying it, and they're going to piss me off. But, next year I'm going to let y'all have it. This was my rookie year on this content stuff. So I've been nice to y'all this year. Next year, I'm going to let y'all have it.
Here I am getting nicer as we go along. We'll flip the script. Look what Tony
Exactly.
says right there. And Mad Max
Where's
was
Tony at?
speaking, and I think Mad Max was speaking for the whole team. Yeah, I think he said that, or
Where we at? I don't look.
somebody
I'm lost.
somebody had said, it was Max or Tay, I want to say, said, and they said what they said about AP in support of him, and I think it was Tay actually, and followed it by saying, and a lot of guys in the locker room feel the same way, point blank.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're literally saying that it's not just me saying this. The guys are saying this. This is like, I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for the team. So I love it, man. There's so many comments. I don't even know where to start.
Setting you straight. Let's all pour a glass of Woodson whiskey and drink to a great day for the Raider Nation. Where's my Woodson whiskey? There we go.
Whiskey. Where they at? Oh, here. Okay, there we go.
By
Setting
the
you
way,
straight.
here's
Shout out to
shameless
Setting
plug.
Straight.
Shameless plug.
Shameless. It's
We are
never
still
shameless.
raffling off this bottle here of Woodson whiskey, signed bottle. This one's not signed, but we are raffling off the signed bottle of Woodson whiskey. There's still about 15 spots available. $10 a spot. If you are a member of our channel, you get or if you become a member tonight even, you get a complimentary spot as a perk of being a member to enter to win. You can go to my Facebook page, Spicy Raider Girl, to see the spots available. And grab your spot. And by the way, these are, I'm not BSing right now. I just spoke to them 2 days ago. This is almost sold out. It's a limited edition. So once it's sold out, it's sold out. So for $10, you can have a chance or become a member. And this one is bomb. I've actually tasted it. It's aged 2 years. The other one is only aged 6 months. It's different. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
We're cutting to commercial break here. Brought to you by Woodson Whiskey. This one, actually, the OG one is only aged 6 months. This one is aged 2 years. So this one actually has more of that bourbon flavor. And come September 1st, this will be aged 3 years. So it's already on its way to being aged 3 years. It's delicious. But if you win the bottle, autographed bottle, I guess you can choose to drink it or save it. I mean, I like to drink mine, just saying.
That's fire. That is fire. Man, I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. For real. You guys are giving a lot of love. My boy D Menace in the building. Salute to PTS and Spicy. Appreciate you coming through. I appreciate all you guys, man. All you guys. I know we're getting ready to wrap it up, but it's a celebration, at the end of the day. And I see a lot of us are in here. So wow, now I gotta do my shameless plug. So this is me and Spicy show right here, the Spicy Shield Talk. So if you guys are subscribe to me and not Spicy, make sure you guys go to her page and make sure you guys go and go support her and subscribe to her, definitely. So anyone that's subscribed to me and not her, make sure you guys do it, and hopefully vice versa. If you're subscribed to her,
in fact, do it right now. We'll wait. If you're watching on Protect the Shield, come over to 4 Life.
Yeah, come on over.
For a second, pop on over, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on 4 Life, pop up. We're gonna be on for like another 11 minutes. For the next 11 minutes, do a swap.
There you go. There we go.
Go to his, subscribe to his, come to mine, subscribe to mine, and we'll
for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, D-Man. There's the Facebook page right there. If you want to, enter thank you for that.
Yeah, but do our YouTube page. It's the 4 Life. D-Menace, I appreciate you, my guy.
I think you put that up for the raffle. I think you put that up because of the raffle.
Okay,
cool. So we appreciate that too.
For sure. Yeah, and I appreciate everybody, man. And again, everyone that's on here, I appreciate all support. And I'm still doing my Fan Talk Friday in 25 minutes as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going back to back with it. So the party's just gonna keep going. I'm probably gonna take a quick break at, in about 10 minutes, refill my cup. We having a party. We having a party, so I
Well,
hope
we
you
have
guys.
10 more minutes. You want to throw the call-in number back up right quick in case anyone wants to call in with some quick final thoughts before we
yeah.
wrap here?
Yes. Let's get it. But yeah, I appreciate all the comments. My boy Raider Travis in the building. Got Willie Wayne
That's
in the
good, Travis.
building. Raider Q in the building. Wild West Tony in the building. My boy Leo, aka Cheeto Linus, in the building. You know, I got a lot of my guys, got a lot of my people in here. A lot of people in here supporting Spicy as well. But at the end of the day, you know, we're family, man. We're family, and I'm excited. Oh, my boy Leo. Good looking out, Leo, man. For the super. Coach AP is our coach. We're running it again. Let's effing go. For sure. Shout out to Leo, man. Shout out to Leo.
Lermo.
Lermo. I forgot about that. Oh, man. He said, Protect the Shield sent me. Hey, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. So Raider Q, you went and subscribed to Spicy, right? I appreciate that. Bernard Wallace, what's going on? Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys, man. Let's see. Okay, so Spicy, he said, Spicy, there's a road game in Miami again this year. Are you and Chris going down to get the nation that win?
Ooh,
I'm in, Spicy.
Chris and I got banned from Miami. They can't handle us.
Oh. Hey, we have fun. You
know how always like people will say like you'll get these. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be funny. Here's my comedy moment. You know how like you get these middle-aged men. You know, like you go to get these middle-aged men. They'll check in at the airport on Facebook because only middle-aged men do that. Like nobody does that, but they'll put like. Vegas can't handle us, and it's like, yeah, because Vegas have never seen a group of middle-aged men in button-down shirts from Macy's before.
right.
For real. Miami couldn't handle us.
They really couldn't. They were
about to escort us out the damn state, take our passports away. I know you don't need a passport, but I'm just saying they were going to try to take our passports away.
Hey, you guys need to make sure you guys get to that Miami game and come party with us because we're gonna have some parties. You know, because one thing I'm gonna say, it was my first year meeting Spicy. Spicy, my dog, but Spicy lives up to her name. She's every bit of Spicy, man. Every bit. I want to tell you guys a story, but I'm not going to. But Spicy's off the hook. I love her, man.
That one can just stay with us, okay?
Yeah, that's gonna stay with us. All I'm saying, she ain't Spicy is spicy. That's all I know.
I'm actually not sure which one you're talking about because there were several, but let's have them all stay in house.
Oh man, she was directing traffic. Oh man, shout out to Spicy.
We got places to be, you know what I'm saying?
We got places to be, man. Oh man.
We got Houston Steve. My boy Houston Steve's giving us a call. We're gonna
let's get to it.
Houston Steve, this you?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Angela?
We are doing good. Good to see you at that last home game out there. We got a couple minutes. What you got for us?
It's great seeing you as always. And my best to Mama Moon. I just want to say I haven't been this excited since Gruden 1.0. This is going to be awesome. I didn't want to. By the way, Mike Florio can go pound sand and everything. They've been saying we're going to get Harbaugh, and then Vrabel. But we all know Raider Nation. A lot of us wanted to get AP and everything. You can't ask for a better coach, man. I mean, I haven't been this excited in a long time. What say you?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why we smoking cigars and popping champagne and taking shots of Woodson whiskey. That's what
Exactly.
I know.
Ain't lying.
It's just so awesome because let's put it this way. When have we all been this excited before the NFL combine about the Raiders?
Never.
Like this.
Never. We're usually in our, crying in our sorrow right now. Pissed off, that's where we're at.
There's nothing usually to celebrate in January for the Raiders.
Yeah, we're usually pissed off and don't even want to watch the other game.
Before this was we're trying to figure out, do we want to go to Tampa or Baltimore, or where are we going to go this year, right?
Well, I know for sure I'm going to Baltimore.
I am too.
All right. Well, I'll see you there.
Well, for me,
it's always a great day to be a Raider, and people ask me, why are you a Raider fan? And I say, how come you're not a Raider fan? How can you not be with the history of the Raiders? Love you all. Have a great night.
Oh, thank you, Houston Steve.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Shout out Steve, man.
Mike
Shout
dropping out.
Steve.
How can you not be a Raider fan? Peace.
How can you not? Why aren't you? I love it. I
I love it. Look, Terry King, that Tesla video you posted, laugh my ass off. Damn spicy.
Let's see where we at. Let me see. Where is that? Oh, here we go.
I actually had to take that. I had to take that video down just because I was tired of people commenting. Dude, I had no idea that Tesla had a cult following. You know how many people were mad?
Bro. Yeah, you man. I didn't know you even
Teslas? Like I offended their baby or something.
I didn't even know you posted anything about it. I just know I was in the Tesla with you while you were just trashing. You were like, I hate this car. Oh man. Like, why would someone ever get a Tesla? Oh, that was great.
Yeah, Mother Moon just said that's why Hertz is now selling off their fleet because nobody wants them. So if you want a cheap Tesla, Hertz is having a fire sale.
Look at Leo. Leo said, settle down.
Settle down. This is the point of the show where it's just like, if you've watched the show, you know what we're talking about. Otherwise, you're like, what are we watching?
Yeah, you're just like, what are these people doing?
What are you talking about? What's happening?
Oh man, let's see. Got Raider Aaron in the building. What's going on? He said, what's up, brother? Let the celebration begin and let's get to work. That's how I feel. We're partying right now, but hey, we gotta get to work. Y'all. We got some work to do. Oh, Sherry in the building. It's definitely starting on a positive note for sure. Absolutely. Chansworthy Evans, shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. Who is the GM? I don't think they have announced it yet, but I think it's pretty clear it's going to be Champ Kelly. I know a lot of people are thinking there may be a way that we can get Champ Kelly in some kind of position along with Dodds. I doubt that happens, honestly. Because I think, both of them want to kind of have their own operation that they're going to run, but we'll see. But I will say that Champ Kelly was he was in all the interviews for the head coach. So I think that says a lot.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's kind of one of those things. Like they couldn't really announce him first, right? He's coming Monday.
Oh yeah. No, he'll be there. Let's
I
see.
kind of thought that we're going to announce them together. I thought we were going to have like a Venus and Serena moment where they were both going to be like.
Might as well. I mean, because honestly, that's when they were announced as interims together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all good.
I guess they're giving each their glory. It's all good.
Oh yeah. Let him have his day. Tony said we going to Vegas. Haven't been yet. Yeah. Come on, Tony. We'll link up, man. We'll go out there today. That the game I go out there, man. We're gonna have a good time. My boy Raider Travis said, I'll stick with my Tundra. So you don't want a Tesla, man? Oh man. Chainsworthy, what's going on, man? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the love, man. You guys are definitely showing a lot of love in the building, man. Again. So, but I think at the end of the day, it's been a great show. I mean,
it went by fast. I don't know if we got everything really out we needed to talk about, but we had fun.
Oh yeah, everything that I wanted to say. I'm having a good time. I got to fill up my cup, man. But is there got anything? What about Mother Moon? What about Mother Moon? She's been quiet back there.
Mother Moon?
Oh, I'm here, fella. I'm here. I'm just loving it. Listen, if you haven't noticed, Spicy has not filled up her champagne glass because I have the bottle. I am celebrating.
There you go. Because usually you're the bartender. So okay, I feel you. You did not pass the bottle back to Spicy.
No, she's usually the boss. She didn't even send me any.
See, I told you. See, that's why I like Mother Moon. She got a heavy hand when she pours.
Yeah, she do. There's this much left. Moon got a cigar in her mouth and a bottle of champagne gone. So she didn't have any time to talk. But now that I got the champagne,
my cigar's just about out.
Can I just say really quickly, everybody, thank you for watching. Please like that torch, hit that like button, subscribe to both of our channels before you get out of here, and make sure Chris is going to go do his show in 15 minutes. So don't miss that. Pop on over there. If you're If you're watching from my channel, go pop over to his. While we go out, because we always go out this way since day one.
Only one way. Only one way. We better be louder with it today. And I want everybody in the chat.
Hey, the press conference the day after the last Raiders game, AP was at the podium and he ended his presser yelling Raiders. One person.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
One person, and it was a female, which I'd like to add, which I kind of like, responded with the appropriate chant. But the best part was I literally fell on the ground. He said, he said, if I become head coach, we're going to work on that.
Yeah.
And left.
Yep. I love it. Well, he's the head coach, but at least our chat's already getting it started. They already know what it is.
They already know.
Let's go.
All right.
Get us out. Let's get us out of here. Let's go.
I just want to say, grab your champagne, grab your Woodson whiskey, grab your cigar, head over to Chris's channel. And Raider Nation, we go out one way and only one way.
This is Phase Ed Music.
Y'all.